Hello friends, how are you and welcome to my journey of YouTube. Today we are not gonna talk about coronavirus. And introduction about COVID-19 or coronavirus is not needed. I am gonna explain you about corona vaccine. So, how vaccines work? Vaccines reduce the risk of disease by preparing the immune system, the body's natural defense network, to recognize, fight and destroy certain bacteria and viruses. While there are different types of vaccines, they work by introducing enough identifying information about a bacteria or virus to cause an immune response in the body without causing illness, though they sometimes cause symptoms. In response to a vaccine, the body sends immune cells to fight this foreign invader. The first time the body encounters a new virus or bacteria, it takes time to develop an appropriate immune response, but once the invader is eliminated, certain immune cells remain that will recognize and be prepared to protect the body from this invader in the future. Developing a vaccine with new technology. Around 10 January, Chinese scientists developed and shared a full genetic sequence of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, colloquially called coronavirus. Several companies are using this information to develop vaccines that will contain a small amount of genetic code. Certain cells in the body will take up this genetic information and produce elements of the virus, not infecting the person, but triggering the immune system to respond. DNA or RNA-based vaccines are not made with a weakened or deactivated virus, nor elements of the virus, so they can be produced in the lab. This approach is faster and more reliable than traditional vaccine processing, which uses virus grown in eggs or cell cultures. For example, Moderna, in collaboration with the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease in USA, developed the first COVID-19 vaccine in clinical trials using a genetic platform called messenger RNA. It took only 42 days to move from vaccine design to human testing, an industry record. Now it's time for a random fact. While genetic platforms are promising and fast, there are currently no such vaccines approved for human use. In addition to the many companies pursuing vaccines on this platform, other companies are exploring different vaccine approaches, such as using a deactivated version of the virus. The benefit of developing and trying multiple potential vaccines is the increased chance that one of them will be approved for public use. First, however, they must go through clinical trials. Safety, efficacy, and approval. Vaccines are given to healthy people to prevent disease. While a COVID-19 vaccine is very much needed, a rush to market without appropriate testing could put healthy people at risk. One area of risk is vaccine enhancement, meaning while genetic platforms are promising and fast, there are currently no such vaccines approved for human use. The clinical trial process is designed to test whether new vaccines are both safe and effective before making them available to the public. The process typically involves several phases and takes approximately 10 years, but governments and industry are making efforts to expedite the process and even intersperse animal testing throughout, while maintaining safety and efficacy standards as follows. Phase 1. A small study in healthy people that evaluates the vaccine for safety and immune response at different doses. For COVID-19 trials, this is expected to take 3 months. It can typically take 1 to 2 years. Phase 2. A randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study of hundreds of people that further evaluates safety, assesses efficiency and informs optimal dose and vaccine schedule. For COVID-19 trials, this is expected to take 8 months. It can typically take 2 to 3 years. Phase 3. A randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study of thousands of people that evaluates safety and efficacy. For COVID-19 trials, this may be combined with Phase 2. It can typically take 2 to 4 years. Phase 4. Post-approval studies that monitor effectiveness in real-world conditions. Manufacturing. The final step in speeding up production of mass quantities of vaccine is early and robust manufacturing. If manufacturing begins during trials, then a vaccine will be available to the public upon approval. However, vaccines that are manufactured before they are approved are done so at risk. A manufacturer loses significant resources if approval does not come or a vaccine is no longer needed in the marketplace. The more vaccines produced, the more risk incurred. Stay home, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button. And please do share. Bye. Till then.